Video, I'm going to be addressing the issue that many women experience when they uh, are standing at a particular threshold or crossroads and they don't know what to do. Like they don't know what decision to make, they don't know which direction to move in. And the reason I'm creating this video is because I met somebody at an event just this past weekend who was laid off. And the reality we're currently living in, unfortunately, many people are getting laid off. And if you want to also take on the perspective that this is happening for a reason, obviously it can be painful. It can, grief can come up. It can be disorienting when you're laid off. I've been laid off in the past myself, so I know exactly what it feels like. In my case, I felt like I was being liberated to move into the next phase of my life, into a new chapter of my life, and I knew this was part of my soul's evolution. So there wasn't a lot of turmoil around it. Of course, there was fear that was coming up, there was some sadness coming up, but there was a sense of knowing that this is the direction I meant to be moving in. If that's not the case for you, then what most likely is happening is that you're experiencing a sense of fragmentation internally. So what that means is there might be one part of you that's just worried about security. There might be another part of you that is grieving. There might be another part of you that's saying, I have to maybe do certain things that are, part of my responsibilities, so on and so on and so on. So the list could go on and on. And so it feels like you just can't do anything because you feel paralyzed, right? All these different parts of you want to move in different direction, and there's no self with a capital S inside of you that is directing, right? That is moving in the direction that you truly desire to move in. And sometimes we don't even know what that is, right? Many women struggle with really even knowing what they truly desire, right? Many want to understand what their maybe purpose in life is, what's going to help them to feel happy, fulfilled, maybe have experience a greater sense of peace, but they haven't really done a whole lot of inner work, or they haven't yet peeled away the layers that are preventing them from tapping into what it is essentially they want to do, right? Or what is truly their calling, what is it that they're meant to be contributing, right? It doesn't have to take form of a profession, it doesn't have to be something they do for their work, but at least they're tapped into it, right? So this is an invitation to drop in and really spend some time in self-reflection. If you have a tendency to just jump into another job right away, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's something you obviously need to do to take care of yourself and maybe your loved ones, by all means, do whatever you need to do. And if you're somebody who's kind of like in that in-between space, you're not quite sure which direction to move in, and you know that jumping into another job is not the solution for you, then I would encourage you to check out two offerings that I have. One of them is called Threshold Crossing, where literally it's a 3-part journey where I support you in navigating that transition. And we check to see what's really blocking the pathway, what's creating disturbance inside of you, what emotions or feelings maybe have not been processed yet, what's locked still in the past, either your past personal life or your past life, if that's something you're open to, that is creating this kind of a dissonance or a blockage that's really not allowing you to have a sense of clarity about the direction you want to be moving in your life. That's one offering. It's Threshold Crossing. And then the second offering I have is Coming Home Program. It's a longer journey. It's a 6-month journey. Actually, it's a 3-month journey that will support you in also clearing out things that no longer need to be a part of you. It's going to allow you to heal. It's going to allow you to also have just inner clarity about what you want to truly do in your life or with your life. It's going to support you in also receiving internal guidance and have the capacity to listen and trust yourself. This is one of the key factors and the doors that really need to be unlocked is this capacity for self-trust. Because as women, we've been conditioned, trained, really told not to trust ourselves and what it is that we're feeling, intuiting. And once again, the history is long on this. I'm not going to dive into that right now, but it's an opportunity to start to take the steps in that direction so that you can really live your life from that place more and more and more, and it becomes more anchored within you, and there isn't really a whole much that's gonna ruffle your feathers because you have this capacity to anchor within yourself. You have this capacity to trust yourself and to have a sense of inner knowing, right? And nobody can really talk you out of it. All right. So I'm going to include the links in the description for this video. Check those out. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. Take care of yourself.